Hello there, my name is Chris Pierce-King, and today I'm going to take you through eCopy ShareScan, scan to Google Drive, which is part of the Cloud Pack. The Cloud Pack connector for eCopy ShareScan allows documents to be scanned directly from a multifunction or dedicated scanner into a number of cloud storage services using the eCopy ShareScan application. By using this connector, you can authenticate with your existing Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox account and allow users to select which folder to store the scan in. The ShareScan Cloud Pack connector consists of two components, the ShareScan connector and the token website. The cloud storage services all use the OAuth authentication system. This means that to access the cloud systems from anything other than a web browser, the user needs to authorize the application and retrieve a token. The user can do this using the Cloud Pack token website. The token is then used by the application, in our case the ShareScan connector, to authorize the user with the cloud service. There are three basic ways that a user can get a token from the website. The user is given a token from the website address and they log in using their Windows credentials. Number two, the user is sent an email from the token website or ShareScan connector with a link to the website which will authenticate them using their email address. Or lastly, the user tries logging into the connector without a token and the connector emails the user instructions and a link to the website. So we support three different ways, which are covered in the documentation. There are multiple ways in which to deploy or configure the Cloud Pack to use a token server depending upon the customer preferences. The screenshot here is actually shown to you when you install the Cloud Pack connector for ShareScan. I would like to point out the link that is in the top right, Help Me Decide. If you click on that, another window will open and it contains an awful lot of detailed information about all of the options, which I'm just going to cover at a very top level here. So the first option, Company Hosted Token Server. You'd select this option if you've installed the accompanying Cloud Pack token website locally within your organization. That's the installation that I've performed, and you would typically have that installed within a domain, although you could cloud host that server yourself if you really wanted to. Paper River Cloud Hosted Token Server. So Paper River are the third-party company that produced the Cloud Pack for Nuance, and that's why Paper River is mentioned here. They have a Paper River Cloud Token website on which you can host your tokens, and that service is available, so you don't have to install your own server. The next option is Trial. Select this option if you've registered for a trial using a Paper River Cloud Token website. And lastly, you could select Configure Later, and you would select this option if you want to use the connector in offline demo mode or plan to configure the server settings later. If you do want to use the connector in demo mode, we have some static data within the connector, some metadata that allows you to demonstrate scanning and storage right the way through the workflow without being connected to the internet. This is the token authorization screen. Depending on how the administrator set up the options, you'll be presented with one or more options from OneDrive, Dropbox, and Google Drive. If the administrator has disabled access to a service, it will be grayed out. You can see here on the screenshot that the OneDrive connector service has been disabled by the administrator. So if a service says no authorization token stored beneath it, this means you've not yet authorized a service to use the Cloud Pack connector. It's a very simple process, and the link at the bottom there, click here to give Dropbox authorization, would allow the user to log into the service, such as Google Drive, and present their credentials, and then the application from that point on will be authorized. Let's move on to a demonstration scan to Google Drive. Okay, so we're now on the server. This is the eCopy ShareScan administration console. You can see I've just tested the connector and the credentials do not work. So what we're going to do first of all, we're just going to take this URL here of our Cloud Pack token server. And what we're going to do is we're going to just log on to the server. We're going to authenticate, and we're going to then tell the token server that we want to create a token for use with our Google Drive connector. So you can see I'm just logging on here. I'm going to go to the token site. Just going to authenticate there. You notice I logged on as with my domain credentials administrator, and you can see Google Drive does not have an authorization token stored at the minute. So if I just click on that, if I scroll down the web page, what you'll see further right at the bottom is click here to give Google Drive authorization. So I'm going to click there. It's going to redirect me to the Google Drive website. I'm going to type in my email address, my Google email address, and of course my password, and I'm going to sign in. And this is how OAuth works. This is how you get a token for use with applications that are cloud hosted. You then say accept on this page. So the Cloud Pack connector for ShareScan then is authorized, and you can see the authorization token is now stored on the Cloud Pack token server. So from this point on, we should be able to press test the button, and we should succeed. So that's all good. We know that the communication between the ShareScan server and the token server is working successfully. What we'll now do is we'll switch over to the simulator. You can see we've got Scan to Google Drive there. This is the Scan Station simulator built into the admin console, and we're just going to first of all switch out to Google Drive. I'm going to log on to Google Drive just to show you. I've got some series of folders there. I've got a ShareScan demo folder. Under there I've got 3 folders, and what we're going to do is we're going to store a document in the scans folder, so just to show that there's no documents there already. So what we'll do is we'll switch back to ShareScan, again back to the simulator, and we'll just hit next. We've got 3 pages scanned there. We're going to store them as a PDF. First of all, we're just going to authenticate as the administrator. And notice I'm just typing in the PIN number. This is a PIN number that I've told the token server I'm going to use. We navigate to scans, and we hit send. So what's happening now is ShareScan underneath on the server is creating the PDF in real time. So there will be a small pause. You can enable offline processing, but just to show you everything in real time here, I've disabled that. And as soon as we come back to the redirect screen, I'll know that the document has been successfully stored on the Google Drive server in my scans folder, and we'll switch back out to go take a look. So there, we're done. We're going to just hit done. We could just walk away, of course, and if we just refresh this folder, we'll see that I now have a document, and there it is. So if you click on it, we'll see the document, the PDF displayed in the web browser. So pretty much it. That was a quick demonstration, scan to Google Drive with the new ShareScan Cloud Pack connector. Thank you for your time today. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your Nuance technical consultant or your regional sales manager. Thanks again.